What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and so often over the past few years, the mainstream media, the access shill media, has painted people like myself and others as the villains whenever an actress deletes their social media. Regardless of whatever the reason it was actually deleted, we get told, oh, it must have been those toxic men. It must be because they don't like women. It must be because they're istophobes. That's why this person left social media. But now you have a case here where someone who doesn't conform to the narrative, someone who did one thing they don't agree with, Letitia Wright, who played Shuri in Black Panther, she has now deleted her entire social media because of the harassment from the woke Twitter mob and even from her co-stars like the cuck Don Cheadle. It is absolutely insane. The media is celebrating it at this point, and it's laughable. Let's take a look at all of this. Now, we talked about it yesterday. I made a video before really it started to blow up. Black Panther star Letitia Wright responds after posting anti-vax video. And let's be clear, this video was not anti-vax. It was simply questioning the COVID vaccine, which is very different than being anti-vax in general. Well, now Data Racer, we got to thank Data Racer because he does the freaking Lord's work here by capturing so much of this stuff. Marvel's Letitia Wright has left social media after being bullied and harassed by the cancel mob. SJWs are telling Marvel to fire her for being a, quote, anti-vaccine transphobic bitch, end quote. Cancel culture abusing a religious black woman because she was concerned about a vaccine. And that is the irony of this entire situation. They were holding her up and praising her. Ooh, look, a female, a quote, person of color. We love her. We want her to take a bigger role in Black Panther 2, right? That's what we heard. Until they found out she has one opinion that doesn't align with theirs. This is where this all started. Letitia Wright posts this video, a YouTube video, an hour-long video. Starts immediately getting backlash for this, simply for asking the question, hey, you know this thing that was rushed to production? You know this thing that everyone's trying to use to keep us afraid? We're not going to get into the specifics of COVID. They don't like that on YouTube. You can look it for yourself if you think it's a big risk to you or not. But should we really be taking this vaccine that was rushed to production? That's all she was asking. She ended up getting a lot of flack over. Here are some of the responses. Make an example out of me for asking if something is right for my body before taking it. Interesting world we live in. And then she did tweet out, if you don't conform to popular opinions, but ask questions and think for yourself, you get canceled. And she was making light of it at the time. Honestly, she was taking it, I feel like she was taking it really well. She was still being humorous, all of these things. Then she puts out, my intention was not to hurt anyone. My only intention of posting the video that it raised my concerns with what the vaccine contains and what we're putting in our bodies. Nothing else. Was that enough? Look at what these people said. And, you know, you can't find her account anymore. She deactivated. I don't know if she deleted it, deactivated, whatever, but it's gone. All of her tweets are gone. These are some of the things. Shut the F up, you moronic transphobe. And she ends up getting called a transphobe because there was one little part in the video where the guy in the video she shared mentioned something about men looking like women. That was it. But that's enough to be labeled herself as a transphobe nowadays. We'll get to Don Cheadle and what he said, that little fuck. Kevin Durant's burner. Today I learned scientific facts are popular opinion. Sit your uneducated, dangerous self the F down, you stupid cunt. F you and your transphobic ass. Transphobic anti-vaxxer. Can't wait to see Yoy get fired. Cancel this bee. Racist, homophobic, transphobic bitch is what you are. Literally shut the F up. F you, you transphobe. Shut the F up. Look at all this stuff. This was over and over and over again. By literally all day long, who wanted her fired for simply questioning something, fired for simply having her opinion, not stating anything about any person, not putting any group down, not saying anything about anyone. If you wanted to just take the vaccine, nothing. And keep in mind, this is very different than being anti-vax. There's very few actual anti-vax people out there, in my experience. There's a lot of people that are questioning this vaccine, whether because it was rushed, and the question of whether you really think we might need it or not. Then, Data Racer follows up with this. The cancel media is responsible for bullying Letitia Wright off social media. And it's true. All these same platforms, all these same websites that when Kelly Marie Tran quit Instagram, when Daisy Ridley went off of Twitter, all of these things, who do they blame? Oh, it must be the toxic white men. It must be them. Blame them. When in reality, They are the ones, right? They're the ones. People like the Mary Sue for labeling her transphobic, for labeling her anti-vax. All of these people participating in this woke hate mob, right? These are the people that now a black woman has deleted her social media account. It's strange. You don't find that it's a big deal now, do you? All of you cuck media outlets. But speaking of cucks, let's get to the biggest one of all. This guy, Don Cheadle, who retweeted, "Bye, Letitia," right? "Bye, Letitia." He has since deleted that because a lot of people realize, wow, are you calling for her to be fired right now? Don Cheadle, her co-star, her employee, her fellow employee at Marvel. Are you calling for her to be fired? A black woman just because you don't agree with this one take? He has since deleted that. Someone responds. Let's see if I can find that right here. Mr. Cheadle, because that's deleted now. "I respect you a lot, but you can't say you oppose transphobia while spreading people getting well-deserved pushback for spreading transphobia," right? He's like, what are you even talking about? And then Don Cheadle responds, "I'm not. If she went transphobe, fire away. If she went transphobe," and all of these people are saying that she did, he said, yeah, go cancel her ass. But the problem is that word doesn't mean anything. That is getting thrown around. That's getting put on people like Gina Carano. That's getting put on people like Rosario Dawson for simple accusations. And Gina Carano's because she won't put her fucking pronouns in her bios. That word doesn't mean what you think it does. But you are giving people the go-ahead to cancel her. But I'll personally take it to her if she said something crazy, not to Twitter. That's how I do it with friends, and I hope how they do it with me if I F up. Trying to find it now. Well, you're the one who brought this to Twitter, aren't you? You're the one who made it public. Don Cheadle, you are the one. You are the one who tried to take this public and tried to shade her. And say what you will about Pedro Pascal, right? I've talked about it before. I've shit on Pedro Pascal a lot. Even if there are differing opinions. I think him and Gina Carano probably disagree on a lot politically, things like that. That's just my guess. But you know what they do on social media? They're very kind to each other. They're very supportive of each other. Because that's how most people in the world are. When you work in an office, chances are about half the people there might disagree with you politically, might disagree with you socially, economically, whatever it may be. But you still have to work together. And you don't take shots at each other. You have each other's backs. That's not what we saw here with the woke loser Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle decided to take a shot at her when she was getting bombarded by the entire world. When I say the entire world, I mean the entire woke leftist bubble that Twitter is, right? Because those are the people that came at her, not regular people. Regular people supported her regardless of her thoughts on anything else. This is so absolutely insane. People like this dude, big gay Irish bear, fucking loser. Her intention is in fact to hurt people. If you're problematic as F about public health, you deserve more than slings and arrows coming at you. What does that mean? More than slings and arrows? Are you talking about actual physical harm to come to someone for sharing their opinion on social media? That's where we're at in this world. That's where we're at in Hollywood, the woke media. This is insane. This is absolute insanity. I normally wouldn't have made a follow-up vid, but she literally deleted her social media account. She was driven off of social media. But instead, you see the media celebrating it. You see these people celebrating the fact that they drove a woman of color, as they would say, off of social media. All because she doesn't conform to this one thing that they think she should believe. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.